And we should be live. We are back with Forbidden Lands Fridays after a 2-week hiatus. Vacations, child watching, things like that. Life, we'll say. But we're back. We're back with 3 of the 6. 3 of the solid 6 dependable ones are here tonight with us. And we'll do a recap and all that. I'll see if I actually remember where we left off and see if these guys remember. But before that, why don't we do a little promoting? What you guys got going on? What do you guys want to promote that you got going on in your lives?
Um. Well, I have like 4 things, so if anyone else has anything, they can go. If not, it's just gonna be me, I guess.
Nope,
Okay, yeah.
It's you.
Oh, it's just me. Okay. All right. I'm gonna promote how awesome Constance is. She's playing Tethia tonight. She's pretty cool. I also want to promote how awesome Weston is. He's playing that other guy I can't remember the name of. He's cool. I'm just kidding. It's right here, Heracron. Everyone else, whatever. They missed today. Anyway, if you like tabletop RPGs and you like cheesy, funny B movies, then you should watch Journey Quest on YouTube because it's free there, unless you have Amazon Prime, in which case watch it there as well. Also, there's another streaming service called the Fantasy Network that's mostly free with some stuff behind a paywall. Also awesome. Anyway, go and watch Journey Quest wherever you may because it is in dire need of your assistance. You can find it on Kickstarter. Just type renewjourneyquest.com. Go there, give $1. That would be awesome of you. Also, look for Leopold the Just on Twitter and Facebook. I post a lot of stupid shit, and it's kind of funny sometimes. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone.
You said sometimes.
Sometimes it's sometimes funny. Anyway. All right.
He's on his game. He's on his game. Don't you worry about it. Don't put yourself down.
Put yourself. Okay, I won't. I'll try.
Tethia, Heracron, what do you guys got going on? You got anything going on you want to promote?
I have nothing going on.
Don't drink and drive, guys.
Yeah, kids. I just noticed my borders are all messed up on this live stream.
Go to constanceturner.com if you want to see Tethia's awesome graphic designs and illustrations. All right, cool.
Yeah, you can if you'd like. It's my little portfolio.
Link it in the chat right now while I'm trying to fix my my overlays. It should let you Oh, that's not the right one.
Wait, in the Roll20 chat or on Discord?
No, put in Discord. No, not for us. For the people. Us and the bots.
Oh.
Give the people what they want.
Well, I try to find the border that I'm trying to make go away. There it is.
Technical difficulties.
Ooh,
right?
Deleted by the moderator.
Did it?
Wow.
What?
Rude.
Stop posting links. Did you put it in Roll20 and I'll post it? Oh, okay. Nightbot is such a dick.
Wow.
We're gonna have to find a new.
Have to rein that in.
I know, right? I hate Nightbot.
Sometimes he greets people. Sometimes he deletes their useful comments.
Yeah, sometimes people are just cheering us on in all caps.
I know, or doing like walls of fire.
I bet we've lost like at least 4 people from Nightbot just being a douche and then them just being like, well, done with this stream.
All right, that's fixed. What do I have going on? I have a live Q&A with Adam Rose and Mike the Boss Bossler coming up, who are the lead, or I think I shouldn't say lead rules designer and lead playtester for Zweihander. That's coming up. Ooh, you can see my calendar pop up on the overlay. That is coming up on, I believe it's the 8th, July 8th. So watch for that. If you guys have questions, you can send them me on Twitter for the 2 of them. If you have questions as well, pop over to the Zweihander Discord. You can ask over there. Hey, Twitch lied and told me this was aliens. Yeah, I know. I switched it. I changed it after it went live. It's Forbidden Lands. Same system. So yeah, I got a live Q&A coming up with Adam Rose and Mike the Boss Bossler, which will be awesome. They will give us the insight from behind the book, the rules development and the playtest. They're going to give us the road to Zweihander, as I've been calling it. So that'll be fun. Be good. Keep going with those fine gentlemen over there at Grim and Perilous Studios. But with that, let us get into Forbidden Lands. Wow, where do we leave off? Last session, you guys fought a witch and her undead minions. You had already killed her recently, I don't know, animated boyfriend, necromancer? Right?
Boyfriend?
I don't know. I just started calling her boyfriend.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about their relationship prior to the battle, but
no, I just made that up afterwards.
If she was to be believed, then it was her sister.
Yes, that's right. She said that her sister was buried under that rock, and if you sacrificed or you gave a blood sacrifice from a witch, then her sister would be resurrected. But it was not her sister. It was a necromancer. It was the necromancer who used to live in the tower that she now inhabited. But you guys went there, and Heracrond, the brave, the stupid, I don't know, ran in there and took down the recently animated necromancer, which made the witch really mad. And so things got really rough. Nobody died, did they? But we had a lot of people pass out, and then an old friend, an old Minotaur from Session 0, which was never recorded, and there's no record of it anywhere unless you were there playing in it live, came and helped out Raedric and assisted in the killing of the witch. And you guys decided that you were going to make the tower your stronghold, and work began on building the foundation and turning it around. And you guys found out that the castle, or the stronghold, or the tower, or whatever it is we want to call it, is haunted. And I said it was haunted by a young woman last session, and we're going to retcon that because someone in the YouTube comments said, hey, you should make it haunted by the witch that they killed. And I said, yes, that is a way better idea. So the witch that you killed is now haunting your future stronghold. So good luck with it.
What sort of sightings of her have we seen so far?
Bert's in the chat from the Burger King on the interstate where he may or may not live. And he says, I like how half the characters are unknown to my character. Some heavy attrition right there. Yes, very heavy attrition. Forbidden Lands. Cheers. Well, we're going to pick up like right when you left off. So she was seen sobbing, I think I said, out of the corner of someone's eye. I can't remember who caught sight of her. But yeah, we'll leave it with that. That's fine. It was the witch.
Okay, cool.
She was crying over her lost love that you slaughtered. Yeah, and that's where we left off. You guys started work on your stronghold, and that was the end of it. So we're back.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do? We're picking up right where we left off. So you did a whole bunch of rolls for the stronghold, and you did this and you did that, and you slayed the witch. You were hired by a small, it wasn't even a village, I don't even know what to call it, outcropping of houses to kill the necromancer. So there was talk of going back there and getting your chests of gold that were offered to you. And there was also talk of meeting your new neighbors, the witches.
Yeah, I would be interested in talking with the witches, with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Get to know them and go on a little spiritual journey of sorts.
A spiritual journey, I like it. It's very new age of
you. We should certainly neighbors. It's the
we're losing you, Heracrond. I'm not even getting every other word. I'm getting every fifth syllable. Are you guys getting the same thing, or is it just on my end?
Yeah. We're breaking up for me too.
Okay.
Are we on the central region?
Let's see. We have full bars.
Because if I remember correctly, when we switched to it last time, that helped him a little bit. But for the most of the session, it was working pretty good.
Now I got to figure out or remember how to do that while we're live. Thanks,
Sorry,
guys.
everyone.
No. Thanks, guys. It's good though. It's full bars. Nitro server boost. I guess they want me to pay money to make it better.
Oh no.
Hey, I heard that.
Did I find it?
Everything okay?
Well, I thought it would be. I'm traveling and I'm in a hotel for the night,
Oh,
but it may not be as good as I was hoping.
gotcha. Why? If you guys know how to update it, then feel free to enlighten me. But it's not obvious to me right now on all the things I'm clicking on.
Yeah, I don't actually remember either. Anyway, when he was speaking just now, it sounded well.
Yeah, it sounded better. Oh, look at that oak. You're late. Yeah. So you were saying something about the neighbors, I believe. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, I guess I just wanted to wander over and introduce myself, maybe.
Yeah, so you've met one of the remaining living ones. Woo, Plague State's here. So you met, you killed the one that lived in the swamp. Let's go back to the map. Let's do that. Refresh your memories, if we will, and the memories of our viewers. You are currently in number 4 on the map. That is going to be your future stronghold site. You killed the witch that lived in number 1. You decapitated her and took it to the altar here at number 5 and poured her blood into the altar, which brought back the necromancer. You met the witch who lives there. She lives with a pack of wolves and she rides on a giant wolf. You have not met witch at 2
friend.
or 3. You also have a witch companion. Pfft, yeah, right. A wolf companion, which was brokered as part of the deal for killing the witch in number 1.
My best buddy.
And it was Mother Mob. Mabe? Yeah. M-A-B. Is the one that rides on wolves. The mother of wolves.
I like her based on all of that information. I would definitely want to go over there and see if she's open to conversation.
She's pretty rad. You guys heard her wolves milling about at night and running around, and they were slaying undead also. They helped you kill undead.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we should check out witch number 2.
Witch number 2.
Yeah, second witch. I mean, we definitely need to stick together.
Yes.
No, split the party.
Yeah, if we're playing Cthulhu, then that
Understand.
would be the norm, because apparently that happens every session. I'm gonna kill
Sorry about
somebody
that.
for doing that. I'm gonna kill somebody for doing that next time. 3 of us are gonna go here, and 2 of us are gonna go here, and then 1 of us is gonna go over here, and we're gonna do this and that, and then we're gonna split it once again once we're over there.
We're so efficient, though.
Yes,
at getting all the infos.
Efficient is the word I was looking for.
So the vote is to go. Well,
Number
is there a
2.
witch we haven't met?
You have not
There's
met the
2
witch
witches.
at 2 or 3.
I like number 3. She has a treehouse.
I do like tree houses.
And number 2 looks like a smoky mound of death. I don't know. Like,
I also
let's go
like
to the
death.
treehouse. It's a further distance, and then when we come back, all we have to do is walk down the road a bit and go meet number 2. You see what I'm saying? And then we can just come back to our fortress.
Sure.
I imagine everyone else is just doing the rebuilding and guarding the camp.
Yeah, the others who are not here tonight, yeah, they're busy working on your stronghold. They are craftsmen and women, and they are working hard at the stronghold to make this a thing.
Okay, excellent. That's cool.
So
All right.
it is daybreak because you guys, I think we failed some rolls and you guys had to wait till the next day to make those rolls again. So it is the top of the morning of the next day.
Before we venture off, I actually would like to use my spyglass from the top of the tower, as high as I can get,
Yes, of course.
to to check out number 3.
Number
Is that
three.
too far?
That is too far.
Okay, so how close? Where could you click on the map where I would need to be, but before I can start seeing with my spyglass?
Sure, I'd say you can see about there with your spyglass.
Okay, that's perfect then. I will use the spyglass instead to investigate the road in between that point that you clicked and the current tower. Just
Sure.
kind of scout out our journey ahead, basically.
Yeah, you're scanning the area. We'll say in between 5 and the road. You're there and there, and you're looking, you're watching, and you pick up what looks to be some undead that have been that are still lingering around, and they're lost in the middle of this woods, just wandering around aimlessly with no direction. And you're a little worried that they might pop up on the road as you're watching them. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, a giant wolf pounces on them, followed by the pack, and just rips them to pieces with the old lady sitting atop the giant wolf. And then they seem to be on their way and just continue on through the woods, and you lose sight of them as they're running amongst the trees.
Basio definitely lets out a little goblin howl of excitement whenever he sees that. So he's just like staring through his spyglass, just like howling up at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
All right, cool. He definitely climbs back down like a little spider monkey and lets his friends know, what he saw and how cool. And then he just starts kind of rambling on about how awesome wolves are. Basically, nothing of substance.
Yeah, the rest of you are like, huh? Who cares? But to Basio, he's excited. It's a big deal to him.
But yeah, anyway, feel free to direct Basio in whatever direction you want him to scout in along the way and tell us and figure out where we're going. I don't think Basio probably would. Basio wouldn't be like, hey, let's go, but I personally, I would like to go check out that treehouse. But if you guys want to go check out number 2, then we can do that.
You're taking a wolf with you too, I assume? Oh, that's not the map I want. Where's the map? Krill. Actually, that's your wolf's name. I couldn't remember it. I had to go to the map.
Krill. Yeah, I would like to take him because in case we encounter a wolf, that it'll be good to have him with us.
I'm putting him on the landing page right now for people who are watching the stream, so we don't forget him. I'm putting him next to you, Basio, on the landing page.
Thanks, pal.
You're welcome. I know the two of you are tight. You guys bonded last session too. I left that out.
Yeah, exactly. He's my buddy. He likes belly rubs.
Yes.
I had one other question before we venture off.
Sure.
I know I'm sorry. But armor-wise, the undead that we fought, did they have any better armor than like studded leather armor?
You're asking me to if there's any better? Whatever I said was on them. There was nothing better on them, unfortunately. It was probably studded leather.
Okay, yeah. And if it was better, it probably was rusted and torn up and stuff. Anyway, but all right, yeah. No, that's cool. I was just wondering. All right.
Okay.
So yeah. Harakron, where is the hero taking us today for heroic deeds?
How much has been, like, I assume we've all just kind of made small talk. Do you think it's likely we've mentioned that there are other witches living around here?
Has who mentioned?
I don't know. Basio or Telthea. Because I know before Harakron showed up, all the witches were kind of doing this rock paper scissors thing, where they were talking about like.
That's a good point. Harakron showed up after you guys had spoken to the witch at number 1 and spoken to the witch at number 4 and learned of, because number 1 was the one who told you of the other witches. Because you guys haven't really made contact. That's a really good point. So he might not even be aware of them, because you guys came in here and you went straight to there, and then from there you went to there, and then from there to there, and they're there. You never took the roads 2 and 3. So you've only heard of these 2 witches. I mean, the original witch was complaining about one of them and said she had nothing to do or didn't like the other one or something like that. So Heracron might not be aware of these other witches. That's a very good point.
Well, I think Tethia is the one that wanted to go specifically meet them. So
I'm not really picky who we go meet. Like, I guess whoever you think.
Tethia? 2 or 3?
3 because I like tree
3.
houses.
All right, it's lady's choice. We're going with 3. And Bosio scouted that way out already. So you guys head out first thing in the morning towards number 3. Bosio did let you know of the undead that he did spot that were quickly taken down and annihilated by Mother Mob and her wolves. And you guys I'm assuming you're taking the pathway, you're not doing the shortcut through the woods again? Didn't go well last time.
That doesn't sound like a great idea.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll take
just
the
2
path.
pathways. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so you take the path. It takes a little longer, but it's very uneventful. You guys don't really encounter anything along the path of your journey.
Along the way, can I tell Haracron about the witches?
Yeah, feel free.
Fill them in.
Heracon thinks on this. The idea of witches goes against his basic concept of women being unable to be evil, yet which inherently means ugly, and ugly means evil. So he has a lot of trouble dealing with this in his simple mind.
I'm very frustrated that he's not fully embracing the darkness.
I assure you, my friend, all of you are ugly. Goblins are the only ones with pure beauty, so there's no worries.
Oh, you poor, misshapen thing. I
Misshapen.
understand why you need to feel that way, my friend.
Your head looks like a... I'll
Like
come
a-
up with it
like a-
later.
Like a sculpture, sculpted by the greatest sculptor ever to have sculpted sculpture.
It looks like a rock.
Or a melon.
Big ol' rock melon. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go climb that tree ahead and do some scouting again.
Yeah, so you guys make it down the road, you get to the point where you were able to scout previously, Bosio. So you scurry up a tree to scope out where this witch's hut may be. So you get up a tree and you start looking around through spyglass in the general direction along the road of where you believe it may be, and you catch sight of what appears to be a treehouse built into branches of a large oak tree. There's balconies and platforms and rope bridges sprawling out in every direction among its massive limbs. And there's constantly birds circling it.
Like crows or like vultures or...
No songbirds circling it,
Sweet
chirping
bird.
away. The other thing you notice, Bosio, is that there's like a slight breeze at all times amongst the branches and the leaves of this tree, but none of the other trees around it are moving. There is no wind today.
Alright, I'm gonna climb back down and run back over to the group and
How are you at climbing, Tethia? Just come this way.
I'm a little sketchy about it.
I'm just gonna grab her by the hand and sort of drag her over to the tree and start hoisting her up the tree and give her my spyglass so she can check it out, because I know that she's really into like nature stuff. So I figured that would just be something she would be into. And then I'm gonna run back over to Haracron and say,
I don't believe you have to worry about this witch up ahead. She seems very benevolent. There's lots of very beautiful birds flying around, and there's like a beautiful tree house and stuff. Maybe she's just really down to earth, you know.
She sounds like she might be a lost princess.
Yes,
Perhaps she's sleeping.
possibly. Although it is day. Maybe she stays up until very late.
Perhaps there's a curse.
Yeah, sure. We'll investigate it.
I will save her.
Okay, that's okay.
She probably doesn't need saving.
Yes, I mean,
Nonsense.
maybe.
All sleeping women need a kiss to
No.
wake up.
No, don't kiss sleeping women.
Yes, you very much don't want to do that. I will hit you with a rock.
Or they might wake up and hit you with a rock.
Yes. Anyway, you stay at the back when we talk to this person.
Yeah. We're carrying on down the road. Shortly after you set off on the next leg of the journey, you start to hear what sounds like loud fiddle music. And as you keep going on down the road towards number 3 there, it gets louder and louder. And if you do recall that the witch you met there at the hut in the middle of the swamp complained about one of the witches here and her incessant music. And I think she'd even offered to reward you if you'd killed said witch. To silence the music that she so hated.
What if we helped build her a soundproof room so she can play her music in that room instead, and we won't have to kill her?
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, that witch is dead.
That witch, its head has been removed from its body, so she will not be hearing any music any longer.
From the grave. Okay, fair enough.
Well, then we'll let this one know. All
Hey,
right.
Bert,
Cool.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm glad the tow truck came to get you. Safe and sound. Okay.
All right, so I'll definitely let this hippie-looking character approach her first, because Constance's character definitely is gonna fit in over here. I feel like, but
Yeah.
my goblin understands that people don't really like goblins. So.
And Heracron does not understand why people don't like him sometimes.
People love me. What are you talking
Everybody
about?
loves Heracron. He's the hero of our tale. Yeah, so you guys head on down the trail. You get closer and closer, and the music gets louder and louder. But it's not annoying music. It's not abrasive. It's actually quite nice. It sounds like the person playing it is very proficient at playing the instrument, playing this fiddle. You guys get closer and closer, and you see this great treehouse amongst the trees there. And that is the source of the music. As you approach, you see that there is no ladder to climb the treehouse. And it is quite high up. You'd have to shimmy up the tree to try and get up there.
Roll like perception or something to see. See if there's any other way up. Or is it perception?
Can I roll a lore check to see if I know this story?
Sure. And for perception, you could do insight.
Insight, that's the word. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you did lower there, Heracron. You are not familiar with this story. This seems very odd to you. And Tethia, you circle the tree and you look for some sort of alternate way in, and you're unable to find one.
Boo.
All right. Heracron spits into his hands and just starts trying to shimmy up the trunk.
Just shimmy up? Okay, make me a move roll.
All right.
Basio is gonna just knock on the trunk of the tree.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello? Throw
Yeah.
a ladder down, please.
Heracron, you're starting to shimmy up, and suddenly, as you're starting to shimmy up, Bosio starts knocking on the tree and starts kind of shouting. And I'll say while you're shouting, Krill starts kind of like whimpering, like kind of like not really barking or howling, but kind of like chiming in with you to get the
I love
witch's
this guy.
attention.
I'm gonna start rubbing his ear with my other hand.
Yeah.
The hand I'm not knocking with, because I'm still just like knocking steadily.
Just incessantly, yeah. As
I'm
you're
just
doing,
standing back watching this, by the way.
sure.
Waiting.
So as you're doing that, you're shimming up, and suddenly this shape flies out from above and makes its way down the tree and stops halfway where you're shimming up, Heracron. And it is a young woman in long black robes, and she has red hair that's tied up in a floral pattern handkerchief, and she is carrying a fiddle with her, and she's just floating. She's just flying through the air. And she stops, and she looks at you, Heracron. She goes, "What is the meaning of this? Why are you climbing my tree without my permission?"
Heracron, quickly lets go of the tree, falling to the ground.
Ma'am. He thought that was the only way in, and we up to your front door, and we were going to go knock on it.
I was worried you may be sleeping, and I might need to give you a kiss.
Stop talking to her.
She doesn't want to kiss you. She doesn't know you.
He can wait at the trunk if you just let us in. We are actually your neighbors from up the road a bit, and we just wanted to come down and introduce ourselves. My friend Tethia here, in particular, wanted to meet you because she is also into very much into trees and birds and such.
I dabble.
I will let her.
Okay, she's not quite standing, but she's just slightly floating off the ground, looking at the three of you. And your nostrils are hit with a strong smell of tea. Just this constant smell of tea seems to be in the area when she's there. And she turns to you, Tethia. She says, "Well, what was he breaking into my house? What was the intention?"
I wouldn't say that he was breaking in. I think that he just didn't know where the door was to, knock. But Bosio here seemed to think the door was the tree itself. So there was a bit of misunderstanding between both of them.
Oh, very interesting. Did you hear my music playing?
Yes, I did. It was lovely.
Oh, you like it?
I mean, I have a strange taste in everything, but I think that it was lovely. And I think that was an unbiased perception.
Oh, very good. Would you be interested in me reading your tea leaves?
What does that mean? That sounds very intriguing.
I
Yes.
will
Sure.
tell you your fortune.
Oh, okay. Yes. I would like that very much. It sounds very similar to some ways I grew up with, some different fortune telling methods.
Very good.
But I've never heard.
Okay. And then she starts to zoom and fly up, and then she stops like 3/4 of the way up. She looks down at the group of you and she says, You can't fly, can you?"
No, ma'am. No, not last I checked.
No, I'm pretty sure I can.
Well, you could try climbing, or I could carry you up here. What would you prefer?
Carrying.
She flies down and she grabs your arms, Tethia, and she flies you up onto the platform of of her house.
That was magical.
Now, what about the two of you? Can you manage, or do you need me to carry you?
My friend Krill here, he would like to come as well. Is there any way? Do you have some sort of way we can hoist my friend here?
The wolf?
Yes, he's my friend Krill. He would like to come as well.
No, the wolf. And she catches a glimpse of the wolf, and she hadn't really seen him before. And she says, "No wolves." And she seems almost frightened by it.
He is my best friend, though. You just rub him on his belly or his ear a bit. He likes it.
No,
He is
No.
a good boy.
none of those wolves. Is that one of Mab's wolves?
I myself am a wolf, and if you do not allow wolves in your house, I will wait here by the trunk with my
Mab's
friend. Grim.
Mab's wolves are not welcome here. And she gets very
Not a-
stern.
It is my friend. He is owned by no one.
Mm.
This is a free wolf. All wolves are free.
No, the wolf is not welcome.
Yeah, neither am I. You two, enjoy yourselves. Don't eat any of her birds. Or do whatever. Eat all of her damn birds, as far as I'm concerned. Racist.
Heracron, after seeing this,
You should give her a kiss anyway, my friend.
tells the witch, I don't need to be carried up by a woman. I can climb this tree myself.
God, I hate you.
I knew you were gonna do that. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, you ace it.
You should push
what,
it anyway, boy.
no. What do you oh look at that. Plague State says Bosio's goblin is the best goblin. Social justice goblin. Oh, Boffrin,
Stand
thanks
up
for
for
dropping
all
by.
goblin
How's
rights.
it going? How's it going, Boffrin? Always appreciate when you're here. What does that look like, Heracron? Like you ace it. Like you started up before and you found some footing, so you remembered your way up. And yeah, what does this look like?
Well, when you're rock climbing, I don't know if you rock climb at all, but you do not want to use your arms to pull yourself up.
Sure.
Instead, you want to lift your leg as high as you can and use your legs. So really, your arms, other than just to hold you onto the wall, they can do whatever. So every time he takes a step, he like just lifts off and just flexes for the witch. It's just a lot of him like a lizard during mating season,
Yeah.
just doing push-ups against the tree.
So you do the push-ups and you flex every time, and you look back, and she's too preoccupied with the wolf and the goblin shouting at her. But you hope that she would turn around at some point and see your feat of strength, your proficiency at climbing. But
Are
she
you
is
with
very
your-
put off by this wolf.
I have a question out of game.
Yeah.
Mr. Horrorcron, aka Weston, are you with your wife, your family, right? I'm just curious what the family thinks about your portrayal of this character, and if they're just judging you. Anyway, proceed. Sorry, it was just a curiosity. We'll talk about it later.
No comment. All right.
No comment, none at all.
Are
Absolutely
you at
no
Disney
comment.
World right now? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Actually, yes.
I
That's
wish
awesome.
I was.
That's magical. Sorry.
Are
Continue.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was.
Oh my god. I was so kidding.
She's a seer, I'm telling you.
On a side note, I heard all the lines for everything else at Disney are like non-existent right now because of Star Wars Land. It's like the time to go. So, but back to Forbidden Lands. Okay, so you magnificently climb this tree, and when you get to the top, and there's the point where you need to like lift or hoist yourself up, you onto the platform. You do so. You lift yourself up, and you do like a little flip up there, a little flourish and flex when you get to the top. You smile, and the little white of your teeth go ding. Tethia rolls her eyes.
I was about to say my eyes are white because they are rolled all the way back in my head.
Well played.
Heracron gives
Metaphorically.
Tethia finger guns regardless.
Finger guns, finger hand crossbows.
Yeah.
I disregard.
Guns haven't been invented yet. It's important to point out that they are hand crossbows. Anyway.
All right.
I
So
think people have been shooting handguns for
yeah.
finger gun.
finger guns. So after
Sorry.
after that feat of strength, and after some arguing with you, Bosio, she flies back up, leaves you behind with your goblin, or with your wolf, your kin. Because you're not going up there. If Krill's not welcome, you're not going up. Is that correct?
Bazio is a wolf
That's right.
as well.
That's right. He was raised by wolves. For those
yeah.
watching who aren't up on the Bosio lore.
Bazio lore, it is deep.
He was actually raised by wolves. This is legit part of his backstory.
Yeah, and then he was educated by a nobleman. That's why he has a good vocabulary. Anyway, so proceed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've said that like 3 times. I'm really having a blast. Thanks. Thanks again for having me. And Constance too. She's cool.
Yes. All right, so she floats back up to the two of you, and she says, "Come in. Like I said, I'll be happy to read your leaves and tell you your fortune. Would you like some tea?"
That would be marvelous.
Oh,
Sounds
very good.
lovely, miss.
Where did you pick up that filthy beast, though? I must ask. As she asks you as you're walking into her hut.
We just kind of happened upon each other in the forest one day. I was by myself, and I happened upon these two and a few more of their friends.
Oh no, I was referring to that wolf.
Oh, the good boy, the wolf.
No. Yes. Disgusting.
Not bad.
Heracron remarks, "So you're a cat person then? Interesting."
I am. And with that, she gives a little whistle, and this very large black cat comes out from behind a shelf in her kitchen, a cupboard. And it meows and makes its way over to her and jumps up onto her shoulder and just kind of sits around her neck, wrapped around her neck. And this thing is big. It is a big cat. It's not like the size of a wolf, but it is bigger than your average cat.
Large Maine Coon sized?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. You just made up that lore. That's all on you.
Cool.
She goes, This is Gothmog. We do not like Mabs wolves at all.
Then why not?
Oh, they're filthy creatures. Oak's like, I was gonna say Maine Coon too. Great minds think alike.
Any creature can be clean if you give it a bath.
No. Disgusting. I cannot stand Mab and her wolves. I can't believe there's one traveling in your presence. Anyways, back to the fortune reading. This is why you're here, is it not? Is that why you're visiting me?
Yes.
She walks over to a stove, and there's like a tea kettle, and she starts pouring 2 cups and puts some tea in there, and heads over to a table and holds out her arm, gesturing you to join her at the table. Please, come join me.
Well, we just wanted to introduce ourselves because we're your new neighbor. So that was
really?
actually more of the reason of our visit.
Where are you living? Are you living in the small hamlet just south of here? There were some folks there, some robber people that had taken up residence there. I believe they were killing people on the highways and robbing them of their treasures. But are you with those horrible people?
No, not the horrible people. We're in the tower up north.
The tower up north? Isn't Emmeline up there?
Well, she was.
Oh, she was. What did she leave? I swear, these undead in the area, she is the cause of them.
Oh, she was. But she's moved on.
Oh, where did she go?
Another realm, you could say.
Oh, okay. Well, she's gone, then we shouldn't see any more undead, shall we?
Hopefully not. But if we do, I'll be quick to dispatch them. Don't you worry, little lady.
very good, very good. She seems a little confused by the little lady comment. Did you want me to read your leaves now?
I would be very interested to see what they have to say.
Okay, she takes she takes the cup of tea that she had handed to you, and she pulls it over to her, and she stirs it up, and then waits for the leaves to settle on the surface. She looks at them, and her brow furrows. She says, I see a king dead on his throne. Do you know any kings?
No, I don't think I do. No.
Well, there's a dead one in your
like,
future, it appears.
No. Well, that's interesting. I will make note of that. I'm literally writing that down, by the way, in real life.
How about you, sir?
Oh, I'm not a king. But,
No, would you like me to read your leaves?
Oh,
Stupid
yes.
bastard. I was like dying of laughter over here. Of course, I pushed the talk on, so you didn't hear that, but that's ridiculous. Oh, I'm not a king. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry, that was just too good.
Actually, Miss, I'm more interested in hearing about these dreadful robbers to south.
Oh, yes. There was a small grouping of them. I don't know, a few houses, a stable and such. They were robbing people on the road just south of here.
And you said they were killing travelers,
Yes. I fly over there from time to time, and I take a look what's going on in the area, and I witness these terrible people, but for the most part, they stayed out of our little area here, so I left them alone. But then I got worried that all the people they were killing were contributing to our undead problem.
I would not be surprised. I hear, and I'm not sure if this is true, that when people die, there are skeletons inside them. He leans in conspiratorially when he says this.
It's not always true.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's very good to hear.
I've heard this as well. She says, completely engrossed in the conversation.
Either way, though, these robbers absolutely cannot be allowed to continue. Tell me, miss, you seem to have a handle on some knowledge on them. Do you have an idea about how many of these fiendish fiends there are?
Numbers-wise? Oh, I'd say there can't be more than 15 or 20 of them. I believe they're gypsies or something. 10. I don't know. They just popped up out of nowhere one day.
I think that's offensive.
They were nomads then.
There we go. Much better.
Are there any songbirds nearby Bosio?
There are songbirds chirping away in the trees. Yes.
All right, Basio's gonna shoot one with a with his sling, and then go and start a small fire and cook it and eat it while this is going on.
Sure. Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You just keep slinging rocks until you hit one.
Is it worth the one bite of meat to kill that sweet angel songbird?
Basio's little. He gets more out of it than you think, okay?
It's true.
And goblins,
easily take down a songbird.
They eat the whole songbird. They waste none of it.
If he was a Pathfinder goblin, though, he would just eat it all in one bite, though, because of this giant mouths. But, he's a Forbidden Lands goblin.
Yeah, that's right. So you guys are up there while you're chatting, while she's reading your leaves and all that, there's the smell of fire smoke wafting up, and you're like, oh, that's odd. You just carry on in your conversation with the witch.
Yeah.
So Heracron continues, I believe I could take at least 10 of them. Tethia, do you think you could get the other 5?
Wait, What are you talking about? The other five
The-
what?
The robbers.
Ah,
We're
the
going
robber.
to go and stop them.
We could try. Let's rain check on that. I just wanted to turn back to this misty day from American Horror Story Coven because that's where I'm going mentally, and ask her, "Do you see anything else in my future?" And I'm just kind of like ignoring him.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The leaves have spoken. That is what they've told me. There will be a dead king in your future. And you sure you don't know any kings?
Pretty sure.
Well, he's not one for sure.
No, definitely not.
What about the little one out there with the wolf?
Definitely not.
Definitely.
She's
But
very
you
sure about that.
King
know
of
my
Wolves?
lineage. Like shit, I could be a goblin king. You've never heard of a goblin king? I could totally bust out like David Bowie style and grow my hair out and stuff.
You would look terrible in tights.
You could be King of Wolves. That's all I see.
That's true.
He'd love that.
Yeah, my character probably would not fit in with goblins like at all. He's, actually, he's just a little too civilized for those folk.
He was raised by wolves. He's too civilized.
He was raised by wolves, but later on educated by a rich white man. Okay,
Mm. hmm
the best, the top quality education.
So
Boy, howdy.
she asks, "Would you like to hear me play?" And she's eagerly holding out her fiddle.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, please.
All right, so she puts it under her chin. As soon as you're like, "Absolutely," you don't even get to finish the sentence, and she starts playing away at the fiddle, and it's very, very good music. It's not any tune that you've ever heard. You don't know if it's original piece or if it's an old song, but she plays and plays and plays away. And she just gets lost in it. And Bazio, you hear the songs now breaking out from up high. You hear the fiddle playing, and you're like, "Oh, geez, I'll be up there forever."
Yeah, Bazio is definitely just trying to ignore what's going on there, and every time he takes a bite out of the bird, he just sort of like snickers, like because he does not like this person.
At all.
No, definitely not. He considers himself as much wolf as goblin. Seriously,
Yeah.
that's how much he likes being he likes his wolf heritage, And she basically was just like, wolves are disgusting. Like, of course he's not gonna like her.
Mm.
I'm just so interested in what she has to offer magically that I'm just kind of disregarding her dislike for wolves, but in the back of my mind, it is a little iffy, like some natural tree goddess lady like doesn't like a creature of the forest. Like, I come from the forest. I like all of the creatures in the forest. It's a little sketchy.
She's not a fan. She's not a fan of them wolves. But she can fly.
That's cool.
Can I do a performance check? Like so after she's played a little bit and the tune becomes clear. Can I do a performance check to see if I can join in a duet with her?
Please do.
Could I, after he does that, could I roll maybe lore to see if I recognize the tune?
Sure. Oh, wow. Okay. Heracron, what do you do? How are you doing a duet? What are you doing?
So I'm going to take the just various objects, the table, the teacups, the teapot itself, and I'm gonna turn them into a sort of a makeshift drum set.
Okay.
And I'm gonna I'll be giving her a nice downbeat, the occasional clap, like like we're the Lumineers or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna join in with her.
Hey, thanks for the subscription, buddy.
You're welcome. I like you.
Live on stream, thank you.
This is probably actually the only stream I watch on Twitch.
Oh, cool.
And I'm in it, so
there you
that's
go.
weird.
Thank you. Tethia, you did pass your check, but you don't recognize the song. You're racking your brain, and you figure it must be an original piece.
Okay.
Heracron, you make your makeshift drum set. Well, at least you're honest. You make your makeshift drum set, and you get right into it. Like, you get the beat to the tune that she's playing, and you're playing like in rhythm with her, and she loves it. She hops up on the table, and she just starts fiddling madly, and she's just like, she's looking at you and grinning and just like totally into it. Like, the two of you are jamming. And this goes on for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Bosio, you hear now clanging coming from up there. And Heracron, I don't know, are you laughing or cheering every once in a while?
Absolutely. Heracron is thinking, we should start a band.
So you hear the cheering and this and that of Heracron. He's getting really excited up there, Bosio. And you're just kind of sitting there munching on your bird.
We have 10 viewers right now. Anyway.
I know, 11 now. We just hopped up to 11. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, yeah. Bazio has no interest in this wolf haters festivities. He's gonna kill more birds.
Yeah, you're killing birds, and while you're doing that, Krill is sitting there howling, trying to drone out the noise.
I'm just that'd be perfect. Just so she hears a wolf howl,
yeah,
and that'll set her off.
Yeah. So this goes on. Unfortunately, Krill is unable to interrupt it, but he is howling like non-stop, as loud as he can.
Fazio's howling with him while just like massacring birds.
Between sitting on all fours, you're massacring every bird you see.
Yeah, every bird I can fling a rock at.
Oh, we went from 11 to 8. We just dropped off. Oh well, people don't like the bird killing.
The bird murder. No. All right, everyone.
This is all on you.
I am going to eat them. I promise.
Yeah, so you're
I'm
cooking
gonna
up the birds.
dress them and eat them, and I'm gonna like dry out their meats and stuff, and we'll have more meats. This is not just a bird killing party. This is just efficient hunting.
This is a 3-hour bird killing stream. So welcome everybody to the bird killing stream.
Bird murder.
Put your favorite bird in the comments, and we will kill that one next.
It's survival.
Free of charge.
Well,
no, we're charging.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You drop them bits for us to kill them birds.
Yeah, exactly. Got a famous bird you want to kill? You have to subscribe twice.
Oh, so the playing goes on for about 15-20 minutes. She is super pleased. By the end, she gets down off the table. She is just grinning ear to ear, and she holds out her hand. She goes, "You're my neighbors. You said the name is Astrid. It's great to have you here." And she was just like, shakes your hand, Heracron, and she is super happy. Tathia, she turns to you and she's just grinning. Just stop by any time, and we could do this again. And I'd be happy to read your fortunes, and we could play music together. We're dating now? Is that in Heracron's mind, the two of you?
That is his inner monologue.
Oh, God.
Oh, you are terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to get this one killed off soon.
Right? Yeah. Heracron, I'm making a note here on my pad of paper. Heracron next to die. Okay.
This feels reminiscent of the jock that like pulls out a guitar in the quad at college and it's just like, I'm gonna play Wonderwall, but like plays it really well. It's annoying. I don't like it.
Well then,
I got challenged by Chuck over on Defenders, who's streaming right now as well. He's already killed 2 of his 4 PCs. Oh no, he's up to 3.
Oh, don't challenge him.
He challenged me. You know,
That
that's a
would kill all
TPK
of
for
us.
us.
Well, damn. All right.
That would trump. What?
Yeah, you guys should
his
ask.
Kills.
You guys should ask the wolf racist if she has any like jobs for us or anything like that. You know, typical D&D stuff.
I mean, she gave us
would,
a lead.
A lead? That's cool. Some robbers? That's like 15 people. That's a bit of a lead.
I really feel like we could take them.
We do have a fortress. Ooh. Bazio has a great idea, but he doesn't know about this lead yet. So
Don't
if you
worry.
want to tell him about it, he will have a great idea.
soon as I come down the tree, I'll tell you about
Sure.
it. Because
Which is never, because
You
you're
guys want to
married
know
now.
what it is?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm married. Yes.
So
Okay.
Dating, marriage.
Do you want to know what my plan would be? We could possibly, you could use your handsome charm to maybe drop a hint about like a place to go and raid, and you can tell them to come and raid our tower, and we can just hide and have everything set up for a badass like ambush or something. That'd be sweet. Make them come to us, something like that. Anyway, continue. Sorry, we'll talk about that later.
I mean that's pretty. After the jam sesh, Heracron's pretty. He's got all the information he needs anyway. He just wanted to, met his neighbor. He now has an opportunity to go be a hero, kill some robbers.
yeah, she offers to fly the two of you down. Would you like my assistance getting down, or are you fine to climb?
I would like your assistance, please, because you did fly me up here. I
Yeah.
don't see a way down.
She grabs you. The cat remains on her shoulders, and she grabs you and brings you down.
Parkron's like just a badass, like one of those goats,
Yeah,
that climbs trees.
you goats that climb trees that also like fall over or whatever. Don't they get hypnotized or whatever?
Fainting goat.
Why would you bring up the depressing part about the goats? I'm just talking about how cool they are.
Say, he's
It's
got
like,
more
oh,
than
they
one.
die.
He's got more than one goat trait to him.
You're right. He is actually like those goats because he could have totally rolled like a failure, and then he would have been like that goat.
Fainting goats.
So yeah, once they come back down, I'm gonna snarl at the lady.
Yeah, you snarl, and so does Krill, and her cat hisses at you. And she has no words to say to you. You've got a pile of dead birds all around you, and she.
I'm just like, there's like a pile of feathers also where I've made some
sticking
progress.
out of your mouth and everything. You and Krill.
No, I'm defeathering them. I'm just saying.
Well, he's
I'm collecting the feathers. Oh, Krill's not. Yeah, I just hand him the whole thing.
And she floats back up, and she gets to the top. She says, "It was nice to meet the two of you. I hope you stop by again soon." And she disappears.
Curse her out, wolf.
And the fiddling begins again.
I hate this song now. I liked it at first. Now I hate it. Anyway, how was your talk?
Heracron immediately tells him, "My friend, we have an opportunity to be heroes once again." He tells him about the robbers, and let's see, what do goblins like? Eating things. He tells Bazio that allegedly some of the robbers are fat and ready to be.
You see, like, actually a look of you see like an appetized look on his face, like when you say that, almost like he starts to lick his big goblin or lick his goblin lips, but then he like catches himself and then kind of like straightens out a bit and looks at you like nothing happened, kind of awkwardly.
He says that the robbers are in the town to the south, and we should go and check out this town, see if we can get an idea of how what kind of what we're dealing with these robbers.
Yes. We need to get our fortress nice and secure. Maybe we can lure them there somehow if we want to defeat them. Because I don't know if the three of us can take on, a large number of bandits. You did say there were bandits.
Yes.
Well, we can go to the town anyway and investigate. Scout things out. That's what I'm best at.
Excellent.
So, madam, how was your talk? Did he do anything unsavory while he was up there? Were you able to prevent it?
I was not able to prevent it. He did play some jolly, merryful music. She read my tea leaves, though, and told my fortune, which made no sense. She said that I will see a king die on the throne. I don't know any kings. Do you know any kings?
Well, Goblin society is a bit more complex than that. You see, well, I won't go into it. No, I don't know any kings.
What about your time when you lived with a lord or whatever?
Oh, well, yeah, damn, you're right. Well, I never met.
Sorry.
I know of the kings. I've just never met one. I was never allowed to meet one.
I'm the one schooling you on your character back history here.
No,
What
it's
about when
okay.
you lived with the lord, huh?
Yeah, I just imagine he wasn't
Just
ever
kidding.
allowed to. Yeah, I imagine he was like locked in the den or something when other lords came over, that sort of thing.
Sure.
The lord was probably very ashamed to have like a goblin, like to be especially taking so good care of him and uh, training him and stuff and teaching him things.
Sure.
Heracron kneels down, puts a hand on Bazio's shoulder, and he says, "Don't worry, my friend. When I marry a princess, because that's what heroes do, I'll make sure you're allowed in court as our jester at least every other Friday."
Will you allow wolves there as well?
I like wolves. I'm a dog person.
Dogs are a bit inferior to the wolf kind, but okay, I see. Well, as long as you allow wolves, unlike that wench, then we're fine. Don't marry her, because she probably wouldn't allow wolves, you see.
You have a point.
This was interesting. Do you want to go to that town, or do you want to go and visit our other neighbor? Because wasn't our point to visit our neighbors, or do you want to go on this journey now and learn more about it?
Well, we
Well,
visited with this neighbor. We can keep going on our journey to visit more neighbors. You just ate a bunch of birds on the ground level while we were visiting.
No, I ate 3 birds, and I'm preparing the other 19 that I killed while you were gone.
So Heracron suggests we could take the road to the south, visit the town, and then on the way back, just go on the other side of the lake and hit our neighbor on the other side of the lake on the way back to the tower.
Oh, number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bazio likes that idea.
And
Before we
Wow,
leave,
Heracron has a good idea.
Yeah, as long as when we get there, he doesn't charge at them while they're like hanging out in a bar and just start fighting them. Because otherwise, our characters are just gonna walk back out of the town and go to number 2 without him because he's gonna die.
Bazio, but I'm curious. You have put together what town we're talking about, right?
No, I have no idea.
Out of character.
Yeah.
See, Heracron and Tethia weren't there when you guys went and stabled horses and stuff. That town.
That's the town. Okay, that's the town with the people that want us to kill. Yeah,
And
okay,
she
they
said
want
it's-
us to come here and kill the necromancers. That's right. Except we decided to just move in instead, so we didn't really do that quest.
And it wasn't really a town. She even said it wasn't a town. It's more like just like a grouping of houses. Then.
No.
Oh, yes. Well, sorry. My memory's a bit fuzzy, you see. I do recall actually going to this town. Have you been to it, Madam Teddy? Okay, you must have come from up north then. Well, it's not really a town. It's just a gathering of a bunch of poorly put together buildings. But, yes, the people there wanted us to come here and kill the necromancer. And I guess we did, so maybe we can go back and collect the reward they were going to give us. Oh, speaking of, maybe I need to bring that necromancer's head, because remember we took it off and I put it on the wall? Can we go back to the tower so I can grab it?
Very well. Very well. But, my friend, keep in mind, if these are truly bandits, like the witch says, and let me tell you, a woman that beautiful, never, then surely they will not give you your reward for completing their quest.
Oh, damn, that's a good point. And you know, I was quite concerned about how they acquired all of the gold that they were going to pay us with. And they didn't actually quite give me a good explanation for that. The guy was a bit suspicious. Maybe they are bandits. That sounds like something bandits would do, right? Just have a bunch of gold and be a little concerned about telling the truth about where they got it. Wait, hold on. If my memory serves me correctly, I do recall one of them saying they stole it. And I was just like, well, that's fine. I didn't think anything of it. And now that we are residents of this swamp, I believe it is quite concerning.
We certainly don't want to be living next to thieves. It'll reduce the property.
Oh, maybe we should gather everyone here, except for the wolf racist, and see if they will go and wipe the town out. That would be quite good, since they are just bandits, right?
I think perhaps my friend.
Oh, maybe we should pose as bandits and ask to join.
We could set up a neighborhood watch program, maybe, to keep an eye out for the bandits.
That is quite a possibility, yes.
I like both of these ideas.
Well, I feel like the neighborhood watch will have to be implemented later, but we could go in and maybe pose as, which they might recognize me. I'm a bit recognizable.
You're a goblin. You say, all goblins look alike.
Oh, that is a good point. Yes. Damn, I can use their racism to my advantage.
Exactly.
There's so much racism in this region.
It's the South.
The South. It is to the South. You're right. The South. It's to the South. It's different than the South. But anyway, yeah. So I guess we need to backtrack to the tower so I can retrieve the necromancer head.
Wait, no. If we're gonna pretend to be bandits and try to join them.
Well, I thought we were going to get the head and have it in a sack for just in case, but you're right.
My fear is that if you pull out the head, they're going to be like, good job, and then and here's your reward, your eternal reward.
Stab, kill,
and then
kill.
We get jumped.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I don't want that.
Fair enough. Well, all right. I need, Bazio is going to change from his like adventuring gear to like his nice garb that he had left over from when he lived with the noble.
Okay, so you still have to go back to the tower if you're gonna get that.
Oh, it's probably in his backpack.
He just carries it around everywhere. It's nice garb.
It's traveling gear, yeah. Put extra set of clothes in case he soils himself. There's a lot of scary monsters.
His fine silks.
Yeah, and he's looking for a thunder lizard, so he's probably going to soil himself. He's prepared for that.
The quest for the thunder lizard.
Yeah, which if he had been in that, if that lady had been a bit more welcoming to his kind, he might have asked her about it. But whatever. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna head south then, GM.
Sure. Yeah, you guys head on south. So you're gonna head on south down the road. South of number 1 there, and I'm gonna say by the time you get out of this region and back towards the little outcropping of houses that you're heading towards, a quarter day has passed. So it's no longer morning; it's now day. Just to keep track of that, because you're gonna have to eat and such and drink after a certain point in time.
Excellent.
Keep in mind that it is now day. But you guys come out of the. Go.
Can I add up my food die on my character sheet for killing all those birds?
Yeah, you can. That's a really good idea. Of course you can.
Cool.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Malazra. I hope I said that right, Malazra. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. All right, so you guys head there. And as you make your way, the path, it's uneventful. There's no one dead. There's no nothing. It's really quiet once you get away from the fiddling. The fiddling lasts for a good portion of the trail. You can still kind of hear it faintly as you get to the crossroads to head south there. But it's very quiet in these woods. There's not a lot going on. So you guys get to the crossroads. You head south. you make your way towards the little outcropping of houses that you originally came to. The people who had offered a reward for killing Necromancer. And you guys get to the edge of the forest where you can see these houses, and you're watching, and there doesn't seem to be really any activity going on. There's no people milling around. You don't see anybody. You do remember when you were there previously, there weren't people really milling around either. There was one gentleman who came out and really kind of interacted with you the whole time. It was Hubert or Hubert. He was a big, jolly, fat man. He is balding, and he had a big black beard, and he was the one who brokered the deal with you. And he ran into a house and he got you some food and he got you some booze, and he ran into a house and he got the treasure and the gold, and he's the one who put you up in the stable. So you don't see any activity going on at these houses. There's no animals or anything. It's odd. You also notice that your cart is not there.
Son of a bitch.
And if you remember, you left the Night Sister here.
Yep. Well then,
Damn.
maybe she ate all of them. That is Bazio's assumption.
Or they sold her to a rust brother.
Well, that is ridiculous. Bazio immediately is going to start trying to look for tracks and stuff and try and figure out what happened.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make me a roll.
And while Zio is doing that, Heracles is to rub a little dirt in his hair and unbutton top 3 buttons of his blouse,
His blouse.
pulling them open a little bit to show his chest muscles, and he's gonna. And this is his bandit disguise.
Unbuttons his shirt to his navel, his blouse.
And then he's going to stride down the equivalent of a main street in this little place.
What a
Yeah,
loser. I love it. Okay.
Bazio is just going to try and speak more properly and sound like a different goblin somehow.
Tethia, what are you doing?
I don't even know. Well, I honestly was just mocking him in my mind and picturing what kind of shirt he was wearing.
Blouse.
Yeah, I mean, I was very specifically picturing like the frilly blouse that Seinfeld wore on that episode of Seinfeld. I don't know. It's just so douchey.
It's like, he cannot believe there is no one oiling him.
Yeah, we need to get some henchmen in the future, just follow you around and oil you up whenever you do. Anyway.
Yeah, so you start scouting around and looking for tracks, Bazio, and you do see that there are some tracks in and around the houses. There was some activity, and you do see, in particular, in and around the barn, and it looks like it's not really a town, but we'll say the center of these buildings. There's I can't remember how many I said when you guys first arrived here, but it's something like 5 to 7. It was a very small outcropping.
It's a thorp.
A thorp. I like that. In the middle of the thorp, there's some very distinct footprints. One set of very distinct footprints. Large feet. Look like they were wearing heavy armor by the imprints left behind.
Oh, so yeah, those dudes I got the funk from.
Yeah.
Probably.
For those who weren't here, what happened to you 3 sessions ago, Bazio?
Well, you see, Bazio is a curious creature, and so he was interested in some valuables on the corpse of a Rust brother, and the Rust brother gave him the funk, which is basically some sort of otherworldly curse disease, some sort of creepy shit like that. I don't quite remember its effects other than that
Yeah,
they were bad.
You picked up a disease after you started poking around a dead body of a Rust brother on the side of the road.
Yeah, and then our friend Agari, may he rest in whatever form he is in. He's back at the camp. He lives back at the camp with us.
Yeah, he's a newt.
Yeah, that's right. He's that newt. That isn't he like a newt with wings though?
No, he reverted back to a normal newt.
Okay, so we have a newt friend that lives in our halls that will forever eat our bugs. But anyway, but yeah, Agari was a druid and he healed my character. So regular healing magic seems to work on it. So it's not too crazy. But
Yeah. So you follow these tracks and you see that it looks like there may have been a scuffle.
yeah, definitely. I'm definitely relaying all this information back to everyone, kind of like an episode of CSI where I'm like the lead investigator just walking through the crime scene.
And you follow them back to the stable. You open the stable, and inside are your horses. Tied up.
Are they alive?
They are alive. Yes.
Important question
alive.
first.
Okay,
They're tied up, spread eagle.
Yeah. They
Oh,
are
that's terrible.
alive.
Bazio immediately runs over to wherever the feed might be and starts to kind of pour food where they can each get some, just
Sure.
in case.
Yeah. You start giving them some like oats or whatever's in there. There's food
and
in the
water
stable.
too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they start to eat. They don't seem like they've been starving or anything.
that's good. I'm gonna pet them and
Yeah.
calm them down, stuff like that. Or if they're alarmed, if not, pet them anyway.
Yeah, you're also the only familiar face to these horses, to be perfectly honest. They don't know who the other two are. They never met them.
Well, I am going to release them and attach them to the cart. And then ask the other two of my compatriots to look around further while I get them ready for travel. Oh, the cart was gone. Yes, well then I'm going to basically tie them up to a post outside and get them ready for travel. Then, sorry. Is there another cart nearby?
There is a cart. Yeah.
I'll steal it.
Like one
Grand
of those,
Theft Auto.
like a big two-wheeled cart that you could sit in, and there'd be like a, I don't know what that's called. Like,
Grand Theft Cart.
sure. It's a big. Go ahead.
Could I roll like maybe scouting or insight to see if I see any, I don't know, or maybe survival? I don't know what I would roll to see if I see any tracks of like wheels from the cart that's missing.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you go ahead and make me you listed off a whole bunch of skills there.
I don't know. Like what would I roll?
Make me
survival. I'm best at that.
Make me an insight. No, survival.
Right.
No, you're following tracks. You can do survival. I'd go with either or.
Okay.
That's what I rolled earlier to do it.
That works for me. Yeah, so you follow the tracks. It was parked next to the stable. You remember when... Or you weren't there last. So Bazio remembers it was parked next to the stable, and there are imprints of where the wheels were sitting. And you follow them, and it goes back behind the stable, and it looks like into the woods a little bit. And you follow them into the woods a short ways, and you find the cart in there. The door is swinging open in the breeze.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the boys and tell them that I found the cart. I'm not going to just try and lug the cart back on my own. I don't think I can pull it. I think I need horses.
Summon undead to pull it for you.
Right, which I can't do yet. Again.
So each cart can be pulled by one horse. The cart that I hijacked, as well as our other cart, or are they each one horse carts, or is our cart?
You could get away with your cart being pulled by one horse, but it would be slower travel. It is meant for two horses, but you could get away with one. And they weren't horses; they were mules, weren't they?
Yeah,
they are mules.
Oh, they're strong.
Gritsnob Jr. and Dragon.
That's right. Dragon and Gritsnob Jr.
Excellent names. All right, so we'll put Dragon. Dragon seems like he'll be on small cart duty.
Yep.
And we'll put Gritsnob Jr. because of how resilient he is. We'll put him on big cart duty.
Okay, sounds
So I'm
good.
going to tie them up and get them ready because, our fortress needs carts, I'm also going to gather literally anything else up and that seems like it'd be good for our fortress and just start piling it onto said carts.
What
Okay.
does Bosio think we need? Sticks?
That's a good question, co-DM, Tethia. Thank you for making me specify. Yeah, he... Damn it. Basio would probably take any sort of cooking pots or
So you're gonna go to the houses.
floor rugs. Yeah, I'm just
Okay. So when you get to the cart, though, you take a peek inside, and it's like completely ransacked in there. It looks like there's signs of a struggle or a scuffle. There's blood, and the Night Sister is nowhere to be found.
All right. Well then, that's not good. Basio,
For a
is anyone around? Basio's gonna lick the blood.
Oh, weird, but okay.
Not like lick it on the ground. He's gonna put his finger in it and just lick it and make sure it's blood. He said,
Yep, that's blood.
It is blood. Fort Trash Heap shall happen. The chat says, so when you guys make your way back towards the clearing houses, you see
Basio trash.
yeah, you see the familiar face of Hubert standing there, and he's got his arms stretched out. He goes, "Oh, friends, you're back.
Yes.
We
We're borrowing.
What?
we saw what you did up there. Well done. You killed the necromancer."
We're not the same people that you're talking about. I have no idea what you're saying. My name is Reginald Bartholomew Cornelius.
Are you not the one who was with the others that we hired for killing the necromancer?
Listen, Yumi, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, my mistake. Oh, I was going to... Oh, no, what are you doing here? Who are you?
We are borrowing these horses for now.
Those are not your horses.
We left some money. We left some money in a bucket in the corner of the stable. Go and look yourself.
Those are mules, not horses.
Well, whatever.
Heracron steps forward and he says, "Friend," and he leans in conspiratorially. "I hear there are bandits." He winks. He says, "I'm here on a mission."
Chat here.
We're losing a Heracron. It's getting all...
Yeah, disconnect and reconnect real quick.
He says, "That man's shirt is missing a few buttons."
Yeah, and he's just like, he starts having a seizure.
How's that? Is that working for you?
That's way better, yeah.
That's better. You have
You
to do that
turn-
from time to time.
You turn back into a human from robot.
Yeah, your character just started having a seizure. That's basically, this game's deadly enough. There's lots of ailments.
So he leans in and he says, I'm looking for some rough and rowdy men," and he winks. And he says, "I'm looking to join their rough and rowdy crew." He winks again. "I am Tom, and these are my compatriots, Dick and Harry."
My name is Cornelius.
I'm Harry.
Oh dear.
Already told the damn man my name.
Spontaneously starts sweating oil.
Don't listen to my employees.
You could try a manipulation roll if you want. If you really want him to believe you what you're trying to say.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, Bazio. He believes Bazio. Hopefully, I got a success.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, okay, well, you can't take those horses. They are not yours. I don't believe Harry.
But can we take the mule?
Harry seems suspect.
I don't think you are Harry."
No, that's Harry. Harriet. It's a long name.
No, I
It's
don't
a family name.
I don't think that's true. I don't believe you. But you two, what is going on? You can't take these horses. We hired people to kill the necromancer.
Yes.
So, are you not the rough and rowdy crew that I might join? He winks again.
Well, I don't know who you are, but we get by.
You know what I always say.
All right.
If you're weak enough to have your money stolen, you shouldn't have had it to begin with. He winks again.
Heracron, are you carrying Gritsnob's sword?
I am.
He goes, I recognize that blade. Did you kill the orc that belonged to?
Yes, when we ate him too.
He was quite delicious, if a little gamey.
Well, then you did us a favor. There was too many of them before to take out, but there's so few of you. We will just take that from you now. And he whistles, and like the doors spring open, and there's like people everywhere. There's like a handful in the trees surrounding you. Doors open up, and there's like crossbows trained on you.
Can I just back away and act like I don't know these guys?
I'm gonna hold my wolf, like start petting my wolf and kind of hold him back, tell him to stay.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say,
Listen. You can have the sword, but we're just gonna get out of here, okay? Is that cool? That's a goblin word.
Cool.
It's
Heracron
canon.
is going to jump on one of the mules. And he shouts down to his friends. The better part of valor is knowing when to run away.
that mule is attached. Which mule are you on? Are you on dragon?
Or Grissom Jr.?
It's important to know. It's important to know which mule you're on. Dragon or Grits Jr.
Hold on. Let's see.
Dragon is pulling the smaller cart, and Grits Jr. is pulling the big cart.
Evens. It is Gritsnob Jr.
Okay.
Odds is Dragon. Dragon.
All right. So you gets away on the the small cart then. So you probably would be going normal speed. That's
Hop up on the cart.
not get away, but you know what I mean. Starts to.
Yeah. He's gonna attempt to. So you just hop on and you're just gonna book it out of there for Dick and Harry. You're gonna leave them behind.
Dick and Harry's got a plan. All right.
Honestly, I was going to cut the things tiny
Sure.
to whatever it was attached to anyway.
We can say that. I will make you do though an animal handling check.
Nice.
Oh. So you run over there, you cut the straps, hop up on its back, and you start to ride back towards the towards the tower.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna take a couple shots at you because the crossbows are gonna fly and the bows are gonna fly while he does that. I need someone's character sheet with a bow. Who uses a bow here? It's a bow hunter.
I just got one.
Where is your character sheet?
I have a light crossbow. It's
Perfect. Actually, I'll program it into a sheet here quickly. I was not expecting you to run away, but hey, It's Heracron.
Do you want me to tell you the stats for it?
Yes. Do I need to do? I just need to program all or add all the weapons to my GM thing. What is the stats for the crossbow?
It's a light crossbow, two-handed, marks 1 bonus, 1 max, 2 damage,
Okay.
long range, and features loading is a slow action.
Perfect. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. These are bandits, so we'll give them that. And that, and that. Alright, we're going to take a couple shots at you here. Okay, that's 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. Do you have armor on, Heracron?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll your armor for each of them. Armor over top of your unbuttoned shirt. Cool. You stop one point of damage off of one of the attacks. Okay, so 2 points of damage totals. You take 4 points of damage. You get stuck with a couple of crossbows.
Oof.
Can Basio say something?
Yes.
Stop it! Stop shooting my friend! Stop it! He's just scared! He's just scared! You know how humans can be?
We're yes. So you're riding away though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You successfully clear the area. You got stuck with a couple of crossbow bolts, but you're out of there and going up the road now.
He
Back
got
towards
critted on the last one.
Critted?
He has no strength left from that last one.
Oh, he dropped?
Yeah.
Okay. Dragon keeps galloping and you fall off the horse.
We need military saddles, guys. So let's at least strap ourselves into these things. So when things like this happen, the horse at least keeps running with our limp body attached to it.
Wait, was he in the cart or on the horse?
No, he
'Cause
cut the
I don't know
straps
why
and
I thought he was in the cart.
he was on the horse. He wanted to just ride the horse
Oh,
away.
okay.
Oh,
Very
Lord.
valiant of him.
Well, look what you've gone and done.
Okay, what is this, a stab wound?
Mm.
Stab or blunt? Yeah, it'll be stab or slashing. All right, limb loss incoming, says the chat. They're waiting for it. I smelled PC dismemberment. Go ahead and roll me a d66. Eye loss? Yeah, could be eye loss.
Well, I guess we're prisoners.
Not necessarily. Oh, look at that. Does that...
I have luck. I have lucky.
Oh, 6 plus 1. So it'll be 61. Right?
61.
Right?
Yeah.
I have the first point of the talent lucky, so it's only 16.
Only 60. Sorry, someone just said rectal. 16. Skewered foot. So one of the bolts finds its way through your foot. That's the one that does you in, and you fall off the horse. So to run, it becomes a slow action for you, and the healing time is a d6.
It's shot in the toe.
Oof.
So yeah, you just got a crossbow bolt in your foot. So if you had rolled a 61, and the chat is waiting for this, if you had rolled a 61, it would have been severed arm artery.
Holy shit, dude! That's like
Oof.
Princess Mononoke shit right there. Just like shooting arms off with a.
Well, the
with a
artery.
bow.
So two-handed weapons could
oh.
not be used. So yeah, it would have
Okay,
hit
so-
a major artery and you could have bled to death. It is
Alright.
a lethal wound.
I
Yes,
thought you
artery.
said severed arm. I thought you said severed arm. Sorry, I didn't hear the artery part. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's still crazy.
Severed arm artery. 63 would have been an impaled neck. That would have been sweet. Cool. So, yeah, Heracron drops and he passes out due to the pain. And you guys see that he's got a crossbow bolt right through his foot. bleeding on the ground there. You see the people in the houses and trees and all that reloading their crossbows.
I'm gonna Bazio throws his hands up and nudges Tethia and suggests for her to do the same.
I would pick up on it and do it also.
What are you gonna do with us?
Dick and Harry, I see you have cooler heads than Tom.
This is the worst.
Yes, cooler heads. That's it. Anyway, my friend, you just shot him in the toe, and that's quite unfortunate. He's passed out, and fallen to the ground. May I go and retrieve him at least and bring him back?
We will get him. And you see a couple, he whistles, and a couple scurry out from the tree line, and they drag him back, and someone else takes off and goes and gets the horse. You see the horse eventually be brought back, being led back towards the area.
I believe I have misled you a bit. I am in fact the goblin you met before. We came here because we heard some awful things about you.
What did you hear about us?
Well, we heard that you're bandits.
I told you I was going to kill your orc friend and take his sword. Now it is mine. And someone grabs Heracron's sword and they're carrying it over to him.
You can
Where
have
did
that
you hear
sword.
these nasty rumors about us? And everybody's kind of laughing and chuckling.
From the nice ladies that live in the forest.
Ah, the witches.
Yes, it's just because they choose to practice a certain religion does not make them bad people. Many of them were quite nice to us.
You spoke with the witches and you were alive?
Yes. We killed the bad one. You see, we believe only one was bad. We killed that one. The other two, I don't believe they're necromancers at all. One of them flies up and lives with birds and hangs out in a tree with a stupid cat and all sorts of stuff. She's quite a bitch, but anyway, we won't talk about that. We've heard good things, possibly about the other one. We honestly haven't met her yet.
They seem like very nice ladies and people.
Yes, with the exception of the one that we decapitated.
The dead one, right.
You
Who is
killed
now
the necromancer?
Yeah, she's haunting our establishment now. We've chosen to take residence in the Tower North, and we have at least 45 men under our employ, all with swords.
45 men. I doubt that, friend, but the dead seem to have stopped rising. Perhaps there is truth to what you say.
Yes, we stopped that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So if you could keep the sword, but if you want to give us some of that loot that you got earlier, that would be nice. It would help us establish our presence. And then you don't have to worry about undead popping up anymore, because we'll keep them dead.
They all laugh at taking the money. No, we will keep the money, and we will keep the sword, and we will keep your gear. Hand it over to us.
No, you must listen. This could be a very valuable alliance if you allow it to be. You could keep the sword and let us live, and don't take our gear because we need it to survive the journey back. And then we can be friends. Come on. What do you say?
You are in no position to be negotiating.
Well, what other position would I be in?
We would take the sword, we take your things, and we'll let you live.
Can I at least keep my spear? My
No.
grandfather built this.
Okay. All right. Let me know. Okay. All right. We may die.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're asking him for favors, really.
You got any necromancy spells you could do?
I'm wondering, I'm like, is Tethy got anything she can break out here?
I wish I
He has
still
no
have any
willpower.
willpower.
Oh, you need to roll something so you can push it.
Yeah, I do.
we should just. Is there any? Damn. I'm pretty strong though. Is my friend's body nearby?
He's been dragged back towards you guys. Yeah. They've dragged his body back.
Okay, I might be using him as a shield
A meat shield.
For a brief moment. Wow. I'm going to. All right, hold on. Out of game though, for real. Constance, what is all right? Out of game question. What terrain wise is there any thick forest nearby that we could just book it into?
You came out of thick forest. You're in a clearing, so you could book it back towards a thick forest.
All right. Would we have to go through is there an opening back to it, perhaps, or are we completely surrounded?
You are pretty well surrounded.
Okay. Damn. Well, this is a shit situation.
He says, I have a better idea. How about we take your things, we lock you in the stable, and we draw your friends here as well. We use you as a trap.
Tethia, do you remember what I said earlier? Of course you don't, because I didn't actually say it. Let's get the fuck out of here!
I run serpentine into the forest. Roll survival
Yes, roll survival. Roll whatever is needed.
to survive. I don't know.
It's a serpent. You're running serpentine. I guess that's an animal handling check, right?
You're just running away and leaving
I'm running like a
Heracron.
snake.
She runs away, and I am going to hoist Heracron. This is the second time. I'm going to hoist Heracron onto my shoulders and wear him like a cape and hold him by his ankles and just run.
Tethia, are you wearing any armor?
Yes, I am. I have studded leather armor and a studded leather cap.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll for your armor, please. Just
All
one.
right.
All right. So you lose 1 point of armor, but you soak up the damage. So you make it. You book it, serpentine, into the tree line, and one of the crossbow bolts connects, but it just bounces off your armor and eats the brunt of it, and you disappear into the trees, serpentine style.
Take that. I whisper, take that. No one hears me.
Take that, sucker.
Do I get any bonus dice for using this meat shield? Can I maybe add a red die, and then if it takes a fail, then he takes more damage?
Yeah. If you're using him to shield you, you might get I'll give you a bonus.
I just imagine a little goblin carrying a full-size human and wearing him like a cape that's way too long, and then his head's just dragging along the ground while I'm trying to run into the woods.
All right, so make me two armor rolls.
All right. Damn.
Okay. Yeah. Did you give yourself extra die for old Heracron?
Oh crap. Yeah, no, I forgot. Sorry. I'll just roll that separately.
Okay. I hope you don't kill Heracron. Oh, Heracron ate another bolt. Oh Jesus. He took a hit for you, pal. This game is brutal. So you take 2 points of damage.
Who does? Which one of us?
You do.
Oh,
Well,
damn. I was hoping he would take all of it.
And so does Heracron. No, he ate one of the bolts got soaked up that hit you. And so we're gonna say it's him that ate it, and but one of them went through.
Okay.
And you make it into the woods still carrying him. Does that mean you're dead, Heracron?
I took 2 damage.
I believe rules as written, Heracron is now dead.
I'm just running in the woods with a dead body on my back. No.
Yeah, you run for quite a ways before you stop and realize Heracron's dead.
Oh shit. Oh well, damn. I'm gonna throw him in a bush because I'm still running.
Man, I wish I could have telepathically asked you to keep his toe for me.
Well, we lost our mules. Okay, I'm just gonna call it a loss on Heracron's misogynistic ass and the mules. So I think we may have came out on top though.
So you guys escape, and you can hear yelling, and you can hear people chasing and making chase for you guys. But you've got to lead on them. They weren't expecting you to break away and run away like that. And Tethia and Krill and Bosio are going through the woods. You guys are running as fast as you can. You can hear the quote unquote bandits on your tail.
I have a question.
Yes.
You said he took one of the damage, but should he be allowed to roll an armor check to try and see if his armor soaked it?
Actually, you would. Go ahead and roll your armor. That's a good point. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him that easily.
Throwing him on your back and using him as a meat shield?
Oh.
Nope. His
Oh,
armor disintegrates and the bolt sinks even further into Heracron.
I tried, buddy. I'm sorry. I hated your character, but I like you as a person.
It's just mostly dead. Yes. That's the most interesting PC death we've had. So you guys are making your way through there. You're causing a hell of a racket. You can hear yelling and screaming. There's crossbow bolts flying wildly past you. You can hear like, get them, don't let them escape. We need to draw them back to get the others out. And as you're running, you hear another sound crashing through the bush to the west of you. And you can hear like panting and snarling. And you turn around, and Mother Mob is there with her wolf pack and on her wolf. And she pits herself between you and the bandits.
I assume my wolf is this by my side this whole time, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Krill's right there with you.
I knew I liked her.
Heracron for the third time in the chat. There's angel wings for you.
His characters just keep fucking dying, man.
No, this is only a second character, isn't it?
Yeah, but still, that's two. 2 for 2.
Yes, so Mother Mob cuts them off and is standing between the two of them, and her wolves are howling. And the bandits are running up. The Grim Streamer strikes again. I like that. I like that. I'm going to take that. And it was actually the PCs that killed him this time. I can't take the credit.
I didn't kill him per se. I just thought it made sense for him to be body armor for me because I was running with him on my back. But it's just I just thought it made sense. That's all. I wasn't out to get him.
Self-preservation. All right, I understand. Heracron understands. He's got a really nice shirt you take. But she cuts off the bandits between you and them, and they're snarling, and they come up on her, and they recognize. You can see the look in their face. They're terrified when they see her, and they start to back away. They don't turn their backs to her, but they start to back away slowly until they're a safe distance away, and then they book it. They run out of there.
Yeah, I definitely would have flung as many rocks at them as possible during that time.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. You how many can I roll?
I'll give you 3 attacks on them.
All right.
And if you've got a ranged attack as well, Tethia, you got a crossbow that you have to reload every round, so you'd get 2 shots.
Okay, yeah,
because
it's loading into slow action.
Bandits. Go ahead. Try and thin the numbers. There's about a dozen of them you can make out. That's a hit.
I got 2 hits on my character with my sling.
They're not wearing armor. They're just wearing clothing. So you hit a guy for a point of damage.
Oh, she fumbled both times. you should push. Get some willpower.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
You're gonna take damage to those that skill. You cool with that? You're cool
How long does that last?
Yeah.
till she rests.
Okay. Well, yeah, we plan on resting.
Yeah,
She needs
I need to
willpower
do it.
though. Like really, because she's a spellcaster, and that's like the only way that she can do anything.
So push that first roll. I'll get you to re-roll the second one because you're gonna lose a dice out of that pool. So you're gonna be rolling 3 of the tribute, 1 of the skill, and 1 of the.
Ignore that one. Sorry, I need to re-roll.
Okay.
I didn't actually fix. Okay, so that was done correctly. Sorry.
That was done. Yeah, that one looks good. So you missed.
Does she gain a willpower from that?
Um.
Not sure how it works. Still slightly unsure.
Yeah, I need to go back and relook because I was doing it wrong there that couple sessions ago, and that guy called me out.
She does. She gains a
She
will.
does?
A will
On that one. Oh, because I was counting it off of the weapon die, and they don't count. So yes, 1
All
willpower.
right.
Can I push both? Can I do the other one too?
Yeah, you can make another attack, see if you hit, and even if you hit, you can push it. So roll your second attack now with the exact same dice that you rolled there. Okay, you hit. You can push it. You will gain another willpower, but you're going to lose another one of those attribute die. So you'd have 2 of the white ones, 1 red one, and 1 black one.
I'll push it again.
Okay, you get another willpower. You've already hit, so this will get you some more, possibly some more hits as well to do more damage. Okay, well you gain 2 willpower, and you're down to 1 attribute die.
Well, that's good. I needed some willpower.
That is
anyway.
good. So you hit him, and you do 2 damage. I'll say you attack the same one as Bosio, and one of these guys drops.
Excellent.
Basio is definitely going to scurry up with his little goblin legs and start frantically raiding his pockets.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to stab him actually in the neck with his spear first to make sure he's dead, and then start raiding his pockets.
Yeah. I'm sure he's dead. That one's for Heracrond.
Yeah, exactly. Basio hunts humanoids the same way he hunts animals. Sometimes it's the goblin in him, the goblin and the wolf in him. He can't help it.
So you search his pockets. He doesn't really have anything on him. It appears his pockets are empty. He's carrying a light crossbow though, and he has some bolts on him. And for his on his side, he was carrying a short sword.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take.
He wasn't armored. They weren't wearing any armor. Any of these guys, they were just wearing like peasants' clothes.
I got you. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the weapons back and add them to our fortress armory.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm gonna before next session, I'm gonna maybe set up a Google shared document and try and set up some categories so we can keep track of what we're doing with this thing.
That's a really good idea.
But yeah, and then we can make it image file and upload it into the Roll20 here and stuff too, so people could see it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we want to refer back to it.
It's a fantastic idea. Cool. Yeah. So you ransack him, and Mother Mob just kind of looks at you, and she says, "I have had dealings with them before. I don't like them." And with that, her and her wolves run off.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna howl as they leave.
You and Krill.
Respect. Yeah. Say like a goodbye. Take it easy.
Yeah. So they take off. You guys are now standing. I'd say you're in the road about here. You guys crashed the forest and you made your way about that point, and you're at the road now. Blood and skulls for the Grim Streamer.
I would like to point out that I kind of feel like I'm in a civilization game now, because like we have our city and then there's just this shitheel barbarian city that we hate, like that's down there that we're just building up the forces to go and take care of at any moment now. So,
And this is like just like a stop along the way here. You guys were on your way to do something else with the Night Sister. Go meet up with her clan.
yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Ravens purge, Ravens smurge. Am I right?
Don't forget about that scepter sitting in the cabin. Go back there and use that thunder strike on those.
Yeah, we'll just raid their camp once we have more people here. More physical players.
Yeah, so I was gonna say we're down to 2 of the 3 players are now left alive. So we will probably end early here. We'll end half an hour early because poor Heracron doesn't have another character, and I don't want him just to sit there. And there's only 2 of you, so we will wait until there's more here. And I know he's kind of suggested it last time, jokingly, but not jokingly. I think we should have some extra characters always ready. And waiting.
That's a good idea.
Because this game is so deadly. Because if it's not me killing you guys, it's each other.
How long do you think it would take a group of us to make a character together?
A group of you? If you're using the random rules, like no time. If you're doing the random rules.
Oh well, why don't one of our sessions we just spend the first 30 minutes or however long as a group just rolling up a spare. And that could be possibly interesting for people to watch as like the beginning segment of the session.
Look at that. Raydrick made it for the end. Raydrick, someone died. Yeah, hey, chat. Would that interest you guys? Would you like to see us make characters for Forbidden Lands? Our backup characters?
Just for the first 30 minutes, I'm thinking, because then we can fill up the whole 3-hour time slot that day, since we usually end about 30 minutes early anyway. We can just fill out that whole slot, that specific session, so it wouldn't actually take away from the game at all. I don't feel. Just a thought, obviously, but yeah, Ken. So I basically wanted the 2 of us. We're just gonna go back to the fortress. We're not gonna go by ourselves to go check out that other witch.
What did you, just quickly, question, what did you do with his body? Did you leave it along the way while you're running away so it's not possible to go back to the body?
Oh, yes, we can have all of our dead party members living in our basement. Go get him.
Oh my
Did I
god.
do that safely though?
Oh yeah.
I just want his toe, because they shot at his foot. I was picturing his toe being like dismembered. I could just pull it off really easy.
Yeah, but it's like pain related. If he's a zombie, he probably won't even feel it. Just pop it out his foot.
Well, for the spell to work, I just need a body part of the dead person. That's what I'm saying.
I've got a spear. I could stab a toe off. Anyway, we're gonna raise him from the dead. Can we just gloss over that? And
Yeah. So
I have his toe. Okay.
Those watching who are not familiar with it, their former orc companion or party member is now an undead servant of Tethia, living in the basement of their future stronghold, and apparently Heracron now is as well going to be a undead servant to Tethia.
Well, there is a catch. It's they only stay up for like a quarter of the day. So by living in the basement, we mean pickled and just lying like in a corner somewhere, waiting for her to go and raise him up if she needs him, or until she becomes a better necromancer. It's gonna be a corpse pile.
I just keep adding perfume to him in the meanwhile.
Yeah. Lots of essential oils, He smells all right, I guess. Maybe lavender might cut the scent of corpse out.
It does nothing. He thinks it does.
The only thing to consider about that, Tethia, is you're going to use up your willpower points that you just gained.
Right.
Well,
you want to hang on to those.
Yeah.
Well, she's only gonna raise them up, if the base is attacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not just like.
She's just gonna grab strap him to Krill and bring him back and leave him down there with Gritstone.
Right. Yeah. He can die a little, and I can just bring him back later, right?
He's already
Like if
dead.
he's
He
just
doesn't
dead again,
die a little.
Yeah, but
just die
But-
again.
thing is I don't want to carry him back, so we need to resurrect him from the dead so he can walk himself back, and then. Do you see what I'm saying?
Sure.
But you gain like 3 willpower today.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, whatever, boss. It's up to you. If you want our friend Harkron to live on with both forever with us in the basement, then go for it.
I think it's gonna be fine. I think I'm preserving them well enough to be able to bring them back later, probably. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep them on tap regardless. I'll just say that.
Okay, so are we dragging him back, or is he going to be a zombie and he's going to walk back?
I think I just need his toe. I don't know.
No, you definitely need the body too, though. You need
Just
the toe is the material.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
just like get a vine and like make a harness and just drag him behind you.
Yeah, we'll make it. Yeah, we'll use survival. We both have a ton of survival between us. We'll just use our survival skills and make like a sled, like a wooden sled, and we'll just drag his corpse back that way. And so that way she can save her willpower points. But yeah, and we can just that'll be all that I have for the day, for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and call it, but
Sure.
and we can just leave off wherever in between that trip that you want to leave off of next time.
I'll give you 2 experience for this session.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And you can drag his body back to the stronghold where the others are, your future stronghold. And we'll pick up next time. We'll do character creation at the beginning of the next one then. We'll get everybody to make extra characters. Are you guys wanting to do random character generation, or are you wanting to build them?
I love random at all times. So personally, I think if we all did the random character creation thing, that would be an interesting stream watch. I guess it's up to really everybody. We could all do it differently if we wanted.
I really love making characters in Mutant Epoch, so random is my friend.
I'll certainly be doing mostly random. I'll choose race and class and then randomize the rest.
Cool.
That's cool.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
I may biasly choose to be a girl, but I'm not sure yet. I could go guy. I'm not sure. I could
I
go either
think-
way, probably.
I think gender you don't roll. I think gender you get to choose. I could be wrong.
Okay,
Yeah, no, you get to choose your gender.
gotcha.
Okay, so that's it for this week. We're back with Forbidden Lands Fridays. It was a interesting session. It didn't go exactly how I thought it would, but it never does it?
I thought it was quite a smashing sesh.
It was.
Yes,
You met one of your neighbors. The bandits
He's
have
a
been
bit-
revealed.
It's terrible, but that's cool.
Your cart's still there, so are your mules, but your night sister's gone.
Yeah.
Oh no. I've left behind a widow.
Oh,
Darn.
dear Lord.
I'm sure she's broken up about it, but
I'll be running Solar Blades Cosmic Spells Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central, so please tune in for that. It'll be a continuation of the quest, and we're gonna have a new player joining us here. Lee will be joining the crew.
yes,
Or-
I'm going to make a wizened old cyber wizard.
An old cyber wizard. So please tune in for some Solar Blades of Cosmic Spells, because it's a very cool game. It's a very awesome setting. And yeah, I don't know what we have after that. But that's what's next. I just got back from vacation. I'm trying to figure it out. Don't blame me.
Get-
Blame.
Get your head right, boy.
I'm playing in Delta Green tomorrow night too. Bert, aka BizLab, who runs of Steam, Steal, and Murder, is running Delta Green for some of the notorious DMG fellas, and I'm a player in that tomorrow night, and it's awesome. So tune in for that if you're around, because Delta Green is really good, and Bert is a really good GM as well. So
Don't forget your tinfoil hats if you're going to watch that one.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you again to everybody who tuned in and joined us tonight. We appreciate it always, every time. Thank you for our new followers and a return subscriber. We will be back next week with more Forbidden Lands and hopefully more of the crew while they go, I don't know, clear out bandits maybe.
Yes. Thank you for coming, everyone. It was awesome.
Thank you. Have a good night.